What's up, everybody? How you guys doing? Just a little live here. A whole body with table. I will take some time. Look how red my eyes are this morning. So I'll answer some of y'all's questions. Jeez, do I have pink eye? That's pretty bad. I think I'm gonna live. I think I'm gonna be okay. I've been traveling a lot. I've been all over the place. Obviously, Chicago, and went down to Florida. Bounced back now, back at home. So should start getting strong, getting ready for the next event. Super happy overall with Chicago, minus the foul incident. Beat myself up about that for a while. I should have known, and really looking forward to probably having that rematch at some point. Got a few things coming up that I'd like to put out there. Talk about the upcoming events just a little bit, and any questions that you guys might have, because it's been pretty wild. It's been pretty wild. All sorts of things have been talked about and thrown around out there. So my doggy wants out. I guess White John, what's up? Crazy week. Yes, it has been. Hey, White John, what's up? I see like White John, Red John. People are commenting Red John. I don't know what that means. What is all that? What does this all mean? I'll just get it out there right now. OJ Bugamo is a reservation up northern Quebec. I'll post some links about it. I'm Red John. I just changed to White John. What is that all about, buddy? I see you commenting Red John, White John. OJ Bugamo is going to be a big tournament up there. I'm not sure about the prize money and everything. I'll get that to you guys, but I'm sure it's going to be good. John Bosom is the guy who got me up there, and we've been up there a few times before. This dog is inside and outside. Inside, hey, Roger Allen. There's guys up there who are huge. There's some Cree. I think that they're like 8 feet tall, somewhere around the 8-foot mark, whether they're 7'11" or 8'1". Probably the tallest people I've ever seen in my life are Cree. And I'd love to train with them. If John Bosom, if you can make sure that those dudes show up, I would love to train with those giants. Some big people up in Quebec. Once you go north of Montreal by a few hours, living in the bush and eating bear, and just massive human beings, like frightening what they or their offspring could become. So we'll see how that goes. That's like I said, that's like the weekend of the 11th and 12th of January. July. Just here chilling out. Daryl, what's up, buddy? Thank you. So OJ's coming up. I'm going to be going to Detroit. Cameron Hopkins, hello, Devon. Great performance against Alex. How are you prioritizing your left arm training this round against Alex if a rematch just happened? Anything going to be difficult in your training? Unapologetic Patriot. Hey, champ, good to see you. Hey, is that Dane? Yeah, good times down in Florida. I'm not going to change much with my training, guys. I'm pretty happy with it right now. Basically, my training is super hardcore table time, like table practice, like almost every day. Like that's the focal point of my whole day, just going to practice and just smashing it, like for all that I kind of can. Like I'll do a lot of volume, like one-hand work, like long matches. There's a lot of guys I train with. We have really long matches. Like we have matches that are like, approaching 10 minutes where we just move through positions and I really like it. And then I'm doing a lot of two-handed work as well, where I get opened up and I get kind of pulled through stuff. Or I'm just like pretty much more at red line. and then I'm just doing a tiny bit of rehab on occasion. But that's my training, and I think that's how it's gonna stay all the way until I crush Vitali. That's right, crush Vitali. Bring back the hard R word. Oh, that's funny. Sebastian Powell, buddy, I made another video all about the R word, and Jody wouldn't let me release it. But I kind of equated, you know, that well, anyways, maybe I should release it. I don't know. I basically talk about how in arm wrestling, it's amazing how dumb some people can be, and how like that goal, we thought that we hit like the absolute max of that capacity with Denis Plankov, but there's some people who are trying to surpass him in their levels of retardation. Anyways, I should probably not talk like that. So Vitali's visa confirmed. Robert said 1 or 2 days ago that it's not 100% a guarantee, but a big chance he can get it. So from my discussions with Robert, they have a senator who was able to kind of do some kind of a political visa, like some political expedited. So yeah, they tell me that they can get him a visa. All that has to happen is Vitali has to go to the embassy, basically do his initial screen, but everything. But then what happens is they kind of coordinate, they get the information, and it goes through super super smooth. So from what I have been told, and everybody says, "Oh, Devin's a liar, Devin." These guys are so dumb. They're so dumb. There's so many people in arm wrestling who are so incredibly stupid. Not you guys, not most people, but you do not have to be a super intelligent person and be a high level arm wrestler. It's coming out there. Anyways, yeah. So the visa, it's there for Vitali. It's there. Basically, he just has to want to pull me. Okay, let me see. Hey, Victor, what's up, champs? Fan from Texas. Very cool. Gilbert. Vitali match actually happened. I believe it's going to happen. He just has to, like I say, just get your visa, Vitali. Really, the process, they're going to lay it out for you. I just messaged. So what happened was, so this visa process, so we had a couple options on how we were going to try and expedite it. I have, believe it or not, I have some fairly decently higher level political contacts. Yes, even in USA, I do. And I was potentially going to call in a favor, but Robert knows this senator very, very well, and his route got going right away. Like within, I think by like Monday or Tuesday, they'd already said that they can get the visa and no problem. I asked them, I said, can I publicly put this out to Vitali? I messaged Vitali privately. I've messaged him publicly. Privately, he's kind of done talking to me. But publicly, I've put it out there as well. The Eastern guys are freaking out. But yeah, so what I'm aware of is that he still has to go. East versus West has said that they're going to pay for everything, all his expenses, whatever. He just has to fly there, do the interview, and then they take care of everything. So it can happen. It absolutely can happen. Yeah, so we'll see. We'll see if Vitali is game or not, because the proposal is to have it at the Shaw Classic on the 15th. Anyway, so I saw that people just don't believe me very much, just because I'm such a big fibber and such a big liar. Like, people don't believe anything I say anymore. So so the ownership will reach out to Vitali. Everybody knows now that I actually own all of arm wrestling. Okay, like all the leagues, I actually am an owner. And yes, I also can change the rules of all these establishments. I have that ability, just in case y'all were wondering. I know that that's rumors out there, and I just like to confirm that this time. I found that level of It's not like I know, buddy. It's just real strong in arm wrestling right now. Canadian gamer. Hey, buddy. Taylor Jackson. I know after Vitali right now, but I would slam Hermes again. Yeah, Hermes. Hermes is just being dumb. I don't know what's the matter with Hermes. Like the thing is, he's just not able to listen. I don't know. I think he's in a difficult place. Hermes is young. Okay, Hermes is 30, and I think that Hermes is a bit naive. But I think he'll come around in time. But I just have to call him an idiot until he smartens up. Basically, he needs to go take his pictures in his finger. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, you go do whatever the embassy asks. It's very basic, and then we have someone on the other end who fast tracks the approval. It's the kind of thing happens all the time with like government level workers. And if you have the connection to get it done, yeah, it's amazing what you can do with this process. So yeah, no, it should be good, guys. Like we should be able to see Vitali and me at the Shaw Classic. I think that's what the league is pushing for. Okay, I guess Kingswood won't be allowed at the Shaw Classic. It won't allow the well, I do think actually there will be some slight changes to the rules at the Shaw Classic. I don't know if it'll be that way for all the matches, but I've had long lengths with Brian, and as you know, I just influence everything. Right? It's always all my fault. Okay, and always speak about the rules, guys. And it's nothing new. I'm always promoting a certain way of pushing arm wrestling forward. I just want the sport to be decisive. I want athletes to feel good when they walk away from the table. I want the fans to enjoy it. I just want our sport to be great. So I am always thinking about rules. I know the rules very well, and I believe I see a path forward to continually tweaking them and making them better. The rule set will always be evolving with our sport. So yeah, I don't know that, but that'll be Brian's announcement. But I think that there will be actually some slight rule changes, which might make the sport even better. But it's terrifying to the Europeans. They're terrified of any potential rule because I've orchestrated it and I'm the owner, and it's completely everything stacked against them. The Europeans all love me. They all bow down to me. They all know that I'll pull their whole body with the table anytime they want to show up. Just makes them mad. How does it feel to be part owner? It's actually not part owner. It's actually full owner. Honestly, we just want high level arm wrestling. Why make it complicated, right? Yeah. That's all I want too, buddy. That's right. We're talking. Armenia Arthur, what's up? Devon chat. Roger, you're the most honorable man in sport. You're in control of everything. I want that just to continue, guys. Last night at practice, everybody's calling me the owner, and I think that's freaking hilarious. Yeah, you can get a match with Levon like John is. I'll set that up. One of the later rounds against Alex, do you allow him to get a press and give him too much slack when you're up 2-0? I do like to have fun when I arm wrestle, especially when I think I'm in control. It's a great match. Great match. Just, if I think I'm in control, I'll give the guy a little bit sometimes. I didn't give Alex a lot. I just maybe didn't try and kill him maybe when I should have. Dev, why do all the European athletes think you control EBW? It's just some huge miscommunication. I think that the Europeans are terrified of me. I think they're absolutely terrified of me and everything that I represent. I think that they're a fearful group of people. Anybody really. I mean, what have I done that's so bad? I mean, I say some trashy things, but I think a lot of it's just propaganda. I think that East versus West. I mean, we've always fought, and I think that they see me as some kind of a threat, some kind of a major difference to what they are. And I think that because I represent, there is some, I guess there's some depth to my voice. There's some My voice carries some weight. I think that they interpret that as being an owner, but really what it is just the level of respect that I get when I speak. People listen to me, and I think that that makes me an owner. They think that I'm an owner. So I'm honored, really, that they recognize how much influence I kind of sometimes have, but yeah, let them call me the owner. I don't care. It's great. I'm the owner. I'm the owner of all of arm wrestling. Thank you very much. I am the newly crowned owner of all of it. All of it. You can Brad change rules when it's Jody is the true owner. Yes, she is. Devon, you're so hard. Thanks, Tabor. Did Jody arm wrestle Auden's girlfriend? We're setting that one up. I just released that little bit. We're setting up. They'll probably pull soon. Jody still probably got it. Gilbert, now you can say Vitali's ducking like the Europeans would say about you, right? Isn't that funny? Like there was this whole narrative about how I'm ducking Europeans. I've gone on to smoke like all of them. Just Levon really. Anyways, ducking. They're so hilarious. These people. Play into the troll owner. Hashtag owner. They're jealous of you. Thank you, Roger. Any recent up-down ArmBet straps? Yeah, we figured out the buckle. Yeah, we have figured it out, White John. We're just waiting on basically parts to show up, and we've ordered a much higher grade plastic buckle from a North American producer. It's military grade stuff. It's actually the stuff that we used to use back when I used to make straps when I was in the service. And those straps typically, I mean, there's still many of those around that haven't broken, and they're like 15 years old. Like some of them are older. I had one break the other day that was 15 years old. So these buckles really last a very long time. So yeah, we just have to. I'll make a big announcement when the buckle from when at that point forward the buckles are still good. Like the Chinese buckle is good, but they aren't quite as strong as they're. My honest opinion, they're still probably some of the best buckles that they're out there for straps. But I just want to have the straps totally like as perfect can be. If there's one piece of equipment I really care about, it's the strap. This Levon shape is just crazy. So I'm practicing Kings for the athletes today. That's great. Yeah, Levon is a monster. I mean, we all kind of saw that coming. I thought that he was going to just destroy him. And Hermes played like a perfect game against him. False start, go get whacked. False start, go get whacked. That happened 4 times, and yeah, difficult to stop him. Super chat. Here we go. Cunning Caracal. Emperor Devon and Darth Auden went. Love your matches and the personality you bring to the matches, and more people should learn to talk shit as well. Exactly. Thank you, buddy. Yeah, we enjoy the fight here. We enjoy the fight. We enjoy putting chips on the table. We enjoy trying to make it mean more in this life. Life is very simple, and if we can make it a little bit more fun, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. For years, they insulted you and said you were scared. Now you line up and knock them down. They are terrified. So you have to be the puppet master. What do you think about Pradeep's videos? The guy thinks he has the highest IQ. I haven't seen all of Pradeep's video. Pradeep sometimes hits, he sometimes misses. Sometimes he knows, sometimes he has a good take, sometimes he's just wrong. The thing is with Pradeep, I think he's a smart guy. He's just typically he's on the outside of the discussions. He's hearing his stuff through YouTube videos, and he doesn't have all the information most of the time. Everyone is saying you should go to Rush and pull. Would you go? Yeah. The thing is I'm a contracted athlete with East versus West. So for a match like that, yeah, if the league wants to put us there, that's where I'd go. Right now, the plan is that I will pull on the 15th at the Shaw Classic. We have an opportunity. We have such an amazing opportunity with the Shaw Classic. It puts us in front of a ton of new eyes, a great new strength community. This is what the broader vision of expanding arm wrestling looks like. We have an incredible new partnership with Brian Shaw and all his buddies. Like, why we wouldn't promote that to the maximum and get behind it as a community is completely beyond me. Anybody who kind of tries to pull otherwise, I mean, or do otherwise, I think you're kind of missing the main point of what we're trying to accomplish as a family and as a community. We're trying to grow and, reach out, expand. So, yeah, but whatever. It'd be fun to go to Russia and smoke them. And who knows if he can't figure it out. Like, the thing is people think I'm ducking him. It's like the exact opposite. We're giving him a proposal here. If he ducks me, I'll hunt him. I'll go after him. Like, the match is going to happen. People think there's this crazy narrative. It still exists this day that I duck Europeans. It's the craziest thing. I actively go out and hunt you guys. I train for you every day. I'm coming after you. I tell you. Ooh, scared. I will show up at your house. I will. Vitali knows what he's going to feel in the match. Maybe he is. I'm looking for used arm wrestling table. If anyone has one to sell, there you go, Roger. Hey, anybody want to help Roger out? I'll spend $100 on 2 arm bets. I didn't. Yeah. Shipping is crazy, right? I mean, the strap. I think it costs, I don't know, is it $15, something like that. Yeah, $100. That's a lot of shipping. 3 or more right-handed matches for all of Europe to fall. Vitali, Morozov. Yeah, those are some very important names to me. Yeah. Would you ever consider going on Jordan Peterson's podcast, your fellow countryman? I think you guys would have a good time. That'd be great. Jordan Peterson is super cool. I follow him all the time. He's a brilliant man. I actually wrote to his daughter and I said, get your dad to be the prime minister. And she's like, oh, he doesn't really. I'm like, we need him. Hey, Devon, hope you're doing well, buddy. Thank you, Andrew. Do you think this whole mess would have never happened if Roman hadn't misled Engen about what Dexter said? Roman's just a little idiot. Anybody's listening to Roman and having their mind changed, okay, just know that Roman is like nothing. There's a lot of reasons why everything happened, guys, and a lot of things will be clarified over the coming, time. A lot of heat right now because everybody is pointing fingers and the real truth of the whole thing is this: a lot of the miscommunication and I think controversy right now that's still existing is this secret meeting, this athletes meeting that happened after the last event in Chicago. I think there's a lot of miscommunication out there. That meeting was to address the issue of athletes being told to leave East versus West. That's why the meeting was done. Okay, I know that. Okay, we had the meeting to discuss why and answer any questions about everything because we were being told that Eastern athletes would be boycotting events because of Engen. And the truth is there was a lot of things that had to come out. And the thing is guys, that meeting, bits of it were recorded. So I'm sure that'll come out. The meeting, my speaking parts, I've heard them. I've heard what I've said. I'm going to get authorization from the owners and see if I can release some of that, just to stop all the bullshit that's out there. Pretty was king of rage baiter. Yeah, he is a rage baiter. Love the simple life. Expansion is necessary. Yes. I don't think they can call Evel foul last round. You would get Kardashian. You have me. So yeah. Good that we got to do it again. I felt good. I felt like I got the stop inside. He elbow foul. But the thing is, it was a tough match, a hard match. It has to be done again. It has to be. It's I felt good. I feel confident that I would have won. I was completely right at my limit. Really interesting. The match was just getting more exciting as we were going on. So yeah, for sure the match has to. I thought I would have won, but the thing is I have some doubt. I have some doubt because it was a very good match, and he was certainly coming back, and I was pretty exhausted. So we have to do it again. We have to do the match again for me to feel like the result is really meaningful. The result right now to me has been very tainted. I don't like it. It was a great match, really, for what we had, but I just want the result to be really digestible by everybody, myself, Alex, and the fans as well. So we have to do it again. And I think it's a good match. I think I'm going to beat him. I think that I taught him a lot, but the truth is I think I'll teach him some more even. So how much stronger is my right? It's still I'd say pretty significant. Probably it's hard to measure in percentage, but it's a level or two higher. My hand, it's mostly my hand. I mean, Ermey's calling Engen like a right. Mysterious athlete. Like, yeah. Do you think this whole mess with him? Oh, I feel like I read that before. It's worrying that one man's emotions can damage the league so much. It's criminal, really. Engen had glazed up. The East guys so bad it's crazy how they all took his side without knowing the facts. Well, that's what happens. Jody's now running East for Sweat. Jody runs everything, guys. Jody is in charge. I know you hate the guy nowadays, but where would you actually rank Dennis you fought in 2023? Left-handed? He'd be quite good. He'd be quite good. I quite honestly, I think I'd beat him. I do. I do think I'd beat him. I think a lot of the top guys would beat him. This whole praising of Dennis, as the best ever, it's just I think that there's a lot of athletes who can beat him, but not easily. He's great. I think he's in the top five. I don't see him as a champion. I think his technique was just really bad. I think as strong as he was when he was the strongest, I think that, on deeper reflection and on better assessment, I think he just technically is just very susceptible to being outmatched in that department. And he's not like way, way strong enough that he can do that in this era. So I think he's probably somewhere in the top five. Left-handed. Do you think this whole mess? I hope so. If you were to face Levon again, would you be willing to be your bones on the line? If that was on, I've always been willing to put my bones on the line. Yeah, it's hard. Levon is really good, but if you don't let him get into the match, Levon would beat Dennis comfortably. Yes, I think so. So, also have Detroit coming up. Detroit is coming up. I think it's on the 19th. There's been some dates flopping around, so things have moved a bit, but I'll announce that as well. Going to come down to Detroit. Detroit might be closer to one of my last workouts for the Shaw Classic, so I want as much action as I can get. So that takes us to the Shaw Classic. I think everything that's lining up there should be pretty awesome. I don't know what all the new matches on the card are going to be. I really don't know. The ones we know so far is Brian and Brandon Allen. I think that's going to be great. Eddie Hall, and what's his name? The dude with the big head and the great big hair. And he's been arm wrestling quite a lot. Why can't I remember your name right now? You got Gabby and Jocelyn. You got Derek and Brian's big training partner there. And yeah, I hope Vitali gets there. I mean, the card is going to round out. I think that they're going to try some new stuff with the tournament format as well, which will be great. See, that's why I give credit where it's due. Levon was pissed and called that, and you called that too. Yeah, Oberst. Thank you. Yeah, Oberst. How heavy do you think you'll be against Vitali? I think that I will probably be low 300s. So my morning weight, I think will be 305. If I can get to 310 in the morning, that would be crazy. So when I pulled Gennady, it was in the morning. The heaviest I hit was like 303. And that was the biggest and strongest I've ever been. I will try to get at least that. And this time, I'm not going to eat quite as crazily as I did last time, where I just blew my guts out. I'm going to try to, eat just more conservatively and just try to be in a little bit better body composition because I just got terribly fat, in that prep. Super strong. But I want to be able to move and breathe a little bit better. So yeah, low 300s I think would be pretty awesome. If I could get to 310, that would be crazy awesome. I don't know what I'm capable of. Why do you maintain tension in your arms when you do the King's move? Well, I don't want my arm to go down, so I keep as much tension as I can. Not sure I fully understand your question, arm wrestling rock, but you're trying to not let your arm go down. You're going to try and keep tension in all sorts of places and ways. Crazy as the wild horse saved wrestling. He did. Yeah. Matt saved the day, guys. His prime Dennis overrated. He was very strong, but his hand, he was freaky. Dennis, um, it's kind of cool that, when the heroes of arm wrestling fall, they kind of get re-erected into these great characters. Dennis was visibly, just so freaky looking. And I think that a lot of people just look at people and make their assessments very fast. His technique wasn't the best. That's his probably biggest downfall. I mean, physically incredible, but the whole Levon Dennis debate to me is just it's not. They're not even on the same. They shouldn't even be talked about in the same sentence. To tell you the truth, guys, it's just Levon is just way better, and I think that Dennis probably struggles with a lot of the best left-handers as well. Unfortunately, from the things I've seen Vitali say in Russia, translated English, it doesn't seem like he intends to go to the U.S. Well, then he's a pussy fucking chicken shit. If he doesn't want to come, I mean, then I'll have to find a way to. Basically, we've been agreeing on this match forever. Like we have agreed to this match. We have been going to Turkey for like the last 4 years now. We open up venues in the West, and we want this one to be a big success, right? We want the Brian Shaw Classic to be a big success. We want the best. We want to showcase our sport, and I hope that he changed his mind. I've been training for him. I've been preparing for him, like we've discussed for. We've been talking about a match forever. So I don't know why he'd be saying that he's not going to do it, but I'm hoping he'll change his mind, whatever it is. Then it would be so much longer if his hand was longer. It's way too short. I don't think he's probably too upset about his physical structure, but yeah, for sure, longer hand would be better. Do you think your body has gotten more used to heavy? A little bit. I still need some more time. Any idea when the Black Tip H video will be? I bet you they do a real good job with the edit. I bet you it'll be about a week or two. Would 350-pound Devon be unstoppable? Not all fat, right? That's the real thing. Not all fat, right? Yeah, the bigger and stronger you get, the better you are, guys. The stronger you are. Yeah, it's just don't get super fat. How do you use locking? All the time. You lock up your muscles. You don't use your muscles the same way in arm wrestling as you do in standard lifting, right? You're normally stopping things from happening as opposed to making them happen. Bigger muscles move, stronger muscles hold. That's locking. How would the 2006 John present you today? Does he crack top 10? Definitely, John is in the 115 and the 105 top 10. And I'd probably put him at number 2. That's where I'd put him. Maybe below that, but I'm pretty confident. Well, whatever. John. But yeah, John was just awesome. He's not beating Levon. He's not. And probably there's a lot of guys in the supers that are going to be problematic. But definitely in the 115 and the 105, he is extremely relevant, giving hard matches to everybody. Hey, Devin, what did you make of the Hristo video about him making a mistake on your match? It's funny why he does this now. Yeah. I mean, look, at Hristo's made lots of mistakes. This is his first video. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. I mean, it's true. I mean, this was a major mistake. Like, you can miss a foul or call a foul or but screwing up an entire match with a foul count is a pretty massive error. I mean, I could probably have to say something. Yeah, it's just really unfortunate. Such a great match, and kind of to not have it be decisive at the end. They called winner, and I think that win stands. I think it does, but I think I think it has to. I think it has to stand in terms of ranking and betting and everything. I don't think you can kind of scrub it, unfortunately. I don't know what the best answer is. I think the best answer is to have a rematch as soon as possible. Yeah, yeah. Hristo could make a video after every event from now on. Chicago, thanks, Iowa Press. What John reminds me? Do you think 2,000%? 95? Yeah, probably he could make 95. And I would have him favored to beat Todd Hutchings. I would, but Todd Hutchings pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. Could be a good match, I think. John has a huge hand in the thumb. Crystal shit. Yeah. People on Reddit are saying you were pushing the rule change against Vitali in the disagreement with Engen, which led to this conflict. Okay, so guys, I'm always pushing for rule change. That's not anything new. I push for rule changes. If someone wants to ask me, what do I think the rules should be? I'll tell them. Obviously, I've been competing at East versus West. I've competed at PAL. I've competed at all sorts of leagues. I compete under different rule systems. Don't always necessarily give that much of a care. There's a way I think things should go, but I'm not like, this needs to happen or else I'm not pulling them. It's just not true. And the disagreement with Engen, which led to this, the Engen issue was caused by him selling the league and then quitting. And then there were all sorts of issues with the venue, which led to him announcing a card which wasn't even set, and telling athletes to leave. And there was a rule meeting at it. Say that I'm leading it. Yes, guys. Yes, of course. It's all me. Okay. I'm the owner. I'm leading everything. Thank you. Thank you for all that. Would you put 2006 John in top 5 open? Top 5 open. So where's 5? Okay, so he's like beating Hermes? Maybe. I sure would like to see it. A prime 2006 John Brzenk against Hermes Gasparini. Yeah. John might get him. I think, yeah, John's very special, guys. John is an incredible arm wrestler. Really just incredible. Yeah, Reddit. Yeah, the thing is, Vitali seems to think you're in charge of changing the rules. It's great. And that is what makes him and the Eastern guys use of shit, when in reality, you're just suggesting, yeah, guys, please tell them that they're dumb fuckers. Just tell them, when they say shit like that, just say that they're dumb, and then in the second breath, say you're right. That runs everything. You can't change that. Basically, people not understanding the difference between an open suggestion and actual rule change. Correct. Yeah, exactly. And I have no authority to change anything. I have zero authority. All I can do is say my opinion and complain like all of us can. Okay, you got a problem, you can make a post. It just so happens that my voice carries a bit more weight. Okay, but in the end, it doesn't change anything. It doesn't. And I will pull Vitali under East versus West rules. Like, I'm not suggesting anything otherwise. I want to pull Vitali where Vitali is happy. Okay, I don't want to try and change some rules so I can sneak a win on Vitali. I want to beat Vitali in a way that makes him happy. They're such pussies, really. Why are they such fucking pussy scaredy cats? Calling me saying I'm ducking him. He's ducking me. I hope he just gets to the embassy and shows up. Smoke this guy. Basically, people not understanding right. Exactly. Don't, guys, if you know how like minimalistic, I've never looked for any responsibility in my life. That's how it made it. Thank you, Roger. Reddit is a shithole. I agree. The East athletes just say yes, no, sir, 3 bags full, sir. That petty, even got rid of culture for commentating. Outside of very specific interests, it's a sewer breeding level bullshit. Yeah. Anyways, guys, so I just wanted to check in this morning. I'm about to go train. About to do some just light blood flow. Had a good practice last night. Look forward to releasing some minutes from the athletes meeting. I'm going to try and do that. I'm going to try and release that. If they give me approval, I'll probably just release the part where I spoke, because I've been accused of saying all sorts of things. I'll probably just clear that up. Okay. And I just got interesting. Drama continues, guys. Drama continues. Lots of drama right now. All right. Thank you for your time, guys. All the best. Have a great weekend. And yeah, unity, guys. Unity all together.